Hi everyone, my name is Steph. This is the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my April reset video for you. So my reset videos are all about resetting myself, my bookish self for the next month. And April is going to be a little bit different to the previous months in that I have been previously selecting some priority reads using a spinner wheel from my TBR cart, but I'm not actually going to do that this month because I'm going to rare at the end of the month, and that is going to be a massive thing. And I have a ton of authors that I would like to try that I mostly just have digital copies of, so I'm going to be prioritizing those, but I'll talk about that more in a minute. So normally I would do a bit of a read what you own update, but I'm actually not going to do that in this video because I'm going to do a separate check-in for where I am with Read What You Own probably next week. And Read What You Own is kind of being extended to run through the course of the year, so I will be doing regular check-ins for it, but I thought for the first quarter I would do a separate video of how many physical books I've actually read. Full disclosure, I have probably now more physical copies that I haven't read than I did beforehand, but not because I haven't been reading them, but because I have acquired quite a few books. So we'll see how those numbers balance out in about a week's time. And then I suppose the next question really is, did I read the books that I set out for myself this month? And the answer to that is no, not really. Technically, this is only the 26th of March, so there is plenty of time for me to continue to read some of the books that I had in my TBR basket, but I'm also not necessarily going to force myself to try and read them this month. They'll stay in there until the end of the month, and then whatever I haven't read I will probably pull out. I am still hoping to read No More, I'm Done, Fostering Independent Writers in the Classroom. That would be my goal. Brie and I haven't had a chance yet to do our buddy read for the month, so that will just hold until whenever we're ready to read it. And then the other two that I had selected were We Who Hunt the Hollow and The Underground. So I may still get to them, but there are a couple of things that I need to try and read before the end of the month as well for review that may make this a little bit tricky. So we shall see. So the other thing that I thought would be really fun to include in this video for resetting my month is actually reflecting on the best and worst books that I read in the month of March. And yes, I know I still have a week to go and I may have, you know, books that fit in here, but that's okay, they can fit into the next reset. I really only had one book that was really disappointing to me, and that was Booty Call by Ainsley Booth, which was one of the TBR books that I had picked out, and I did read it and it was fine, but it was an age gap, sort of steamy contemporary romance that after reading it, I just realized that I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I did while I was reading. And I think it was more down to the relationship dynamics between the two characters, because they have very different life experiences and expectations, and I think there was a bit of a clash in there. And upon reflection, it seemed like the older character was being judged for having a life prior to meeting the heroine, which is rubbish. So yeah, at the end, I just thought it was fine, but it wasn't the best thing that I read. And then my two favorite picks for the month were One Fell Swoop, which was a reread. That's part of the Ilona Andrews read along that I'm doing, so there'll be a live show that you guys can check out if you want my full thoughts on it. And also Heart Haunt Havoc by Freydis Moon, which I read for the Trans Rights Readathon and absolutely fell in love with. It is a queer gothic romance novella that is about a transgender exorcist and a man who is living in a haunted house, and the two end up connecting while trying to rid this house of those spirits. And I just loved the entire thing. It's so beautifully written, and I've since read two Freydis Moon stories and have loved both of them. Their writing style is just fantastic and I want to read more. In terms of priority reads for April, these are things that I have to read. They're buddy reads or they're read along or live show book club type reads. I have Sweep of the Blade by Ilona Andrews, which is book 4 in the Innkeeper Chronicles and the next book that we're going to be talking about. And also Huda and Me by H. Hayek, which is a middle grade story that I need to read because I have received a review copy of the follow-up book, Huda Was Here. I sort of need to read the first book before I read this one, so it kind of needs to be prioritized. Huda and Me I was able to find on Libby, so I will be reading that really soon. Obviously Huda Was Here is going to be priority read as well. That is a review copy and it comes out on the 4th of April. I also have a few other review copies that I received this month. I can't remember if I talked about this one last month. I don't know whether I got it before release date or not, but anyway, it is the Sinister Booksellers of Bath by Garth, which is the follow-up to the Left-Handed Booksellers of London. I do need to read this at some point. Another book that I received that's coming out on the 4th of April is another middle grade title, and this is A Message Through Time by Ciddor. So hopefully I'll pick this one up. This one is a companion novel to The Boy Who Stepped Through Time, but it does feature different characters, so it's more companion than sequel. And then one I'm super excited about, and you guys know I don't get very excited about young adult titles often, but this is Lili Wilkinson's new book that's coming out on the 18th of April, A Hunger of Thorns. It has a stunning cover for a start and is just something that I've been hearing a lot about. It is witches and magic, and I cannot wait to see what Lili Wilkinson has done with this story because I've loved everything else that she's written. So as for the rest of my TBR for the month, as I said, I'm going to be prioritizing trying to read as many authors who are attending Rare as I have on my Kindle, which is quite a lot. I'm going to have a little video list thingy on the screen. I went through my Kindle and the Rare attending author list and literally just listed anything that I had. And my goal is to at least to try as many as I can in the month. I'm not going to get to all of them, obviously, and to try at least one book by each author. If I've got multiple books, I'll just pick the one that I'm most interested in trying. And I might even do some try chapter type stuff throughout the month just to see if I can get through more. I'm not going to be successful, and clearly I did not plan this very well because I've known I've been going to Rare for 8 months and I just didn't bother to do this before then because I'm clearly organized. But what I also thought I would do is go through my physical TBR and see if there are any books by authors who are attending Rare that I should try to read. So there is Sticks and Stone by Grace McGinty, which is a hockey romance. I know Grace is going. I've pre-ordered another book by her, so I should probably read that. I also know MJ Scott is going, but I did recently read the third book in the Tech Witch series. So I'll put this in the basket, but I'm not going to push myself if I don't get a chance to read it because I have read some of her work before. That kind of might be it because I think, well, I've got another Lana Pahurchek series, but since I've read a lot of her books, I might just hold on to this one for the time being because I think I want to read that as a series and read it all together. And I am picking up some more books by her at Rare. So like that's not a new to me author. I need to get my Rare list. Nope, not on the list. Actually, you know who I will add to this list, and she's not attending Rare as an attending author. I know she's actually going as a reader, and that is Ida Brady. And I have not read the first book that I purchased for her, and I have since bought a second one. So maybe I'll try and read that because we did say if we were hoping to run into each other while we were at Rare. So yeah, maybe I will try Before You Were Mine by Ida Brady. Okay, so that's pretty much going to be it from me in terms of talking content. If you are coming to Rare, please let me know. If you see me around, come and say hi. Promise I'm not scary. In fact, I'm just a very awkward human being. So just come and say hi and I will say hi back. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut in the rest of the content for you to watch now. If you are watching and you just wanna let me know that you're here, feel free to leave a butterfly emoji. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you're in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.